Right, it's very fast. Oh boy, okay. Hello, everybody. How's it going? Oh, wait, we're not on. Trying it with YouTube again. Because, whatever. I'm gonna say it out here. I'm using Streamlabs. I know, boo, me, the villain. I'm the villain. I'm terrible. I know that, but here's the thing. I've been trying for like several days to get OBS to work. It is not working. I don't know what's wrong with it. Nothing about it works right. So I don't know what's wrong. So, this is just the lifestyle we have to go with. I'm sorry. I hope everybody's doing fine. I don't think really anybody's going to come in here, are they? Probably not, right? Everybody's doing fine. Twitch has been pissing me off. There's just some people on Twitch who are understanding influence. I don't know. Just talking about it with my mom. So, like, there's this one person who essentially, if this was like a workplace, I could sue for sexual harassment. What they were saying, and I kept saying, and I've told them several times I'm not really a huge fan of the. It's fucking disgusting. It was frankly fucking disgusting. I think they unfollowed me. I was frankly fucking disgusted, and I'm glad it's. If they unfollowed me, I'm happy because I don't want to deal with it anymore. Anyway, so. But we're here. I didn't get stuff done last time, and I would like to. So again, sorry for this. It's Streamlabs. Can I? you're gonna see Streamlab. I'm sorry. I couldn't figure out OBS. I'm stupid. I tried for 2 weeks to figure out OBS. I gave up. There we go. I still don't think OBS is all that right. Oh, yes, that was here. Why would you do that? Why would you feel like that? Why would you do that? Give me an improv suggestion. Suggestion. It could be. Me and Mark found his way into the small town of Zombie, Texas. And never really left. He spent his last few years writing reviews of plays such as Old Man Gets Garbage and Stares at Squirrel for half an hour. Woman eating sandwich, dislikes it. When I talked to Mark when I first arrived in the offices, I was confused by these plays. I asked who had written them. He said, "Oh, some writers." He demurred on that question. Said that asking who wrote it, or who directed it, or who starred in it, or even what the story was about was missing the incentive of the play. The pure human condition that some of these plays attracted. He said that woman eating sandwich and disliking it would be on the level of something like Speed the Plow by David Mamet. A raw, visceral reaction that was let down by the unconvincing performance of its lead actor. Again, I asked him, where was he seeing this? How was he seeing this? He said, you never know when theater approaches. You only know that you have experienced theater once it is over with. It's about... After staring in my face for a while, seeing I was endlessly confused by his rhetoric, he offered to to take me on a day of his reviewing theater. Not before he called me a Philistine who barely understands the concept of written performance. What led you? I had gotten up early in the morning when he drove around to my house. When he knocked at my house and told me to follow him. You have to understand, what we are doing here is very experimental, very on the edge. I guess. Don't guess, no. What's your name again? Cricket, I said. Hey, it's certainly a... He sighed. Hippie parents. Yeah. I had named myself. It was a long story. It was a long... I actually named myself. That's a long story, but that's not worth getting into. Your instincts are sharp here. I appreciate that. We had been walking briskly for 20 minutes. At the age of 62, he was surprisingly athletic. His long legs allowed him to take powerful strides. Much further than a man of his age should be able to. He didn't talk to me much about theater, about life. I tried to ask him all of that, and he always demurred us, or would dismiss it with a casual lift with my hands, wave of his hands. And one time he even took my hands and waved them away. So, what are we doing? I finally blurted out. We're listening. It's all in the tenets of... I'm trying to hear where people are talking about theater. Until we finally arrived at the local coffee shop and sat down. He took out his Where are we? This is it. The theater is about to start. Underneath your table there should be some binoculars and a playbill. I was scurrying under, and by God did I find theater binoculars and a playbill for a play referred to as Man Walks Dog for 20 Minutes. Sits down, smokes a cigarette. Looks on his phone, then goes home. The play said it would be starting at 7 a.m. and going to 8 a.m. And by God, at 8 a.m., at 7 a.m. it started. A man walked his dog. He procrastinated on the tree, next to the tree. The playbill didn't go into that, but it said It said that was. And then a few minutes later, and about 20 minutes into the walking of the dog, which was slow and deliberate, and inexplicably, the performance wasn't great. Whoever was walking the dog, the man walking the dog, seemed to be overly self-conscious about his movements. He also didn't really know what to do with his hands. As he kept putting them in the pocket and moving incredibly robotically. Eventually he did as he was promised and sat down. On the bench while the dog went crazy. And again, his performance wasn't great. The cigarette smoking was far too labored, too showy. It felt like the man had never smoked a cigarette in his life and had only ever seen people do it in the movies. He did big, elaborate puffs. And physically coughed at one point because he was clearly smoking a fake theater cigarette. And you're not supposed to blow in. You're not supposed to breathe in on those, only breathe out. Some dust got in his mouth. Honestly, it was kind of bad. It was a really bad performance. Each action, sort of physicality seemed to just not betray any level of deep thought into the act of performance of theater. Man eventually checked his phone, doing far too big of movements, and left. I was underwhelmed. And I turned to Mark and I said, "Was that it? Bad, right?" "Very bad. Terrible, in fact. The direction was bad. He seemed to not know where to go. The blocking was off. What did we just witness?" You know what? Understand me. It happens all over the place. Strange little performances. Strange plays. Unannounced. Yet if you know where to look and know where to placate it, you always can find your way to these plays. And then a troupe of actors who don't know what they're doing will perform to you a terrible scenelet, and then you move on with your life. Is this supposed to be a metaphor for... Eventually, Mark Calloway passed away. We'd grown friends in his last year of life. And he was an asshole. A terrible jerk. But every time I was with him, somehow, whether it be Starbucks, or even his house, there always seemed to be a play near him. Okay. That's certainly not what I intended, but sometimes those are the best sorts. Where, it gets weird. Where you do something weird. Nobody's here. Nobody gives a shit. It is. No. Wee, wee, wee. I have to admit, I think there's criticism of Brock Lesnar. There's somewhat justified criticism, but that, you know, the money, that one shot from like Money in the Bank where he does, what, you know what I'm talking about? I think it's Money in the Bank, right? Where he does the beatbox thing. Yeah, this one. There it is. It's weirdly fit. Yeah, I find it weirdly quite charming. It's quite funny. Yeah! Oh, shut up. I find that quite charming. It's quite funny. Because he's like such a weird, scary dude most of the time. And it's like. Anyway. Well, I'm waiting for it to process and we can start the next part of this, which is something like a readable article.
I see.
Hey, Robbie. I mean the second person I see. Okay, I am so mad right now. I am gonna punch the first person I see. Hey, Robbie.
That's fine. Yeah. I do try and avoid watching them. I have this theory that it's fine to listen to it. Yeah, but dark thing, Phil, not dark thing, Phil. Dark. It's funny when I do these things. I do. It's okay. Yeah, did he? Isn't it funny how like some like things just stay? Like you make one search years ago for like 20 strongman. I think I searched it like almost a year ago. Guys, Twitch, they, whenever I'm going through something bad, I always think I'm going to enjoy it when I go on Twitch, and that's always the day it goes bad. I'm like, well, I don't understand. I don't totally understand why that's the day. Why we can't all just have fun together, but I guess that's just not allowed, and it's more about it's. For some reason. Oh, forgot to turn it back on. Stupid. Nobody's here. Or Yes, he has. Hey, Funk. How's it going? Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh boy. Did I tell you what's been going on with me the last week? I don't know if I told you. I had a colonoscopy. Yeah, that wasn't fun. Well, I've told you I have Crohn's, right? So I need to get one every year. When you have Crohn's, you have to get a colonoscopy every year, which is, you know, it's not fun in the sense that, yeah. Good news is, it hasn't spread, which is very good news. I'm still inflamed, which is not great news, but it hasn't spread, so. You know. So they're probably going to change my medicine. They don't think the medicine I've been on has been working, so. You know. Honestly, it sounds good, hopefully. This new medicine they think sounds really nice. What sounds really nice about it is, you know, I had to go to these every 4 weeks. I had to get an infusion of medicine, and at a place, and this new one is they'll just give me a little machine, and I can just do it from anywhere, and it just takes me a few minutes. So it might be nice. Yeah, fucking medicine, dude. You're just stupid. It is. So who knows? Maybe I can do like more traveling now and stuff. Because all I need to do is take one of those every 2 months after a few infusions. I decided to come back today, and then like I have this follower who always does kind of disgusting sex jokes, like really horribly disgusting sex jokes. And I don't know if you were there today when they were popping up. And I've told them to stop several times, and they never do. And I'm losing my patience with this person. And I want to ban them really badly, but I don't know. Anyway, so yeah. Well, I've told them several times I don't like that. Like, I don't mind the occasional like joke, but I don't want detailed like descriptions of you masturbate. Like they would send me like detailed descriptions of them masturbating, and I was just like, no. Yeah. Especially when you're letting something like that into your stream, it's like it'll get worse from there. It just gets worse from there. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I feel about it tomorrow. Besides that, so that's what's been going on. The newsletter is chugging along. I signed up for. Did you see that? Yeah. 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 Thank you. Yeah. I mean, I think we're in agreement on this. Like, a little bit is fine. A little bit is fine. But not too, like, the more you do it, the more, like, you know, there's a level of, there's a level where talking about sex goes from fun to, like, just horrific. And it's sometimes a line that's a little hard to figure out, but also there's a line where yeah. Yeah, exactly. And that was part of my thought. It's like, I don't want this to become a stream where we just talk about masturbating all day. I don't like that talk. I don't like that talk. Yeah. I've made my limits clear to this person several times. I've said to shut the fuck up with that crap several times, and it never goes through. So I'm yeah. Anyways, I was talking about this with my mom, and I said, like, if this was a workspace, yeah, if this was a workspace that we were working at, that would be sexual harassment. What they were saying, like, I could sue the company for sexual. I would be able to sue my job for sexual harassment. Because I feel uncomfortable by it, and they do this because it's they know it makes me feel uncomfortable, but that's not funny. It makes me really. It's not funny It's not funny in that way. It's humiliating and gross. Anyways, sorry to bum everybody out. Funk. Did you sign your thing up for the sample, by the way? I signed up for it. We're gonna see how it works. So the sample is this thing where it's a compiler of all these different newsletters, and it sends it out to people that they think would like it. It sends it out to people that they think would like it, so it helps expand. Yeah. Yeah, it's free. It's free initially, then you have to pay for it. But I'm curious. I signed up for it. How dare you be drunk? Alcohol. This is a family-friendly stream. Yeah, I so want this to be a family-friendly stream. It's like, why would anybody have problems with people, like, sending detailed descriptions of how they masturbate? Okay. What was it? What's your poison? Tell me your poison. I don't want to be a family-friendly stream either. I'm kidding, obviously. I'm just like, there's I don't want it to be a family-friendly stream, but I also don't want it to be the type of stream. The type of stream where, like, people, like, talk about, like, oh, what porn am I watching today? Yeah, brand new. That sounds bad. Okay. I've never had brandy with Sprite. Have you, okay. I like me a good. I like brandy. I like rum. Do you have rum? Trying the old Ernest Hemingway method of writing. Write very drunk. Then edit. Hemingway had that famous quote: "Write drunk, edit sober." Yeah. Have you ever had what's the one? The orange one. I've had absinthe. Uh, I've had absinthe before. It's not bad. It's kind of sweet. Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing. Modern day absinthe doesn't make you hallucinate. If that's why you wanted to try it, it doesn't make you hallucinate. So what made you hallucinate was wood alcohol, like moonshine, because they used to make it with wood alcohol, and that's what made you hallucinate. So, and that's like moonshine. So, if we want to really hallucinate, yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess you're pretty drunk. I've had it before. It's fancy. It's what us writers are supposed to drink. We're supposed to drink wine, scotch, and absinthe if we're in pit, or absinthe. Yeah. That's why I wanted to try it. Was because I thought it would make me hallucinate. Yes, I'm using the terrible evil Streamlabs. I'm sorry. I can't get OBS to work. People really hate, justifiably, Streamlabs was doing some sleazy things, but I can't get stupid OBS to work. Like, the cameras never turn on, it refuses to do stuff, and I gave up. So what are we working on today? Short story? Once at a party, I don't have too many great drinking stories, but I did it once at a party. Drown a whole bottle of tequila by myself in like a half hour. Yeah, I can drink. Yeah, I'm pretty good at that stuff. Don't really drink now because it affects my Crohn's too much. Every once in a while I'll have a drink, but it's very rare. Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty badass. But when I do, it's to excess. Listen, for... let's see. Well, hopefully, if I can get my mind focused long enough, more of the elf. Today. Oh yeah, today. I'm shifting. I'm changing up the release schedule just a little bit. We'll see. Instead of releasing 3 things at once, I'm going to release 3 articles throughout the week. Just seeing which method works better. I don't know. I don't know if that are. We'll see. We'll see if that generates. Yeah. Well, if people prefer that, there's a chance. I should just bite the bullet and get a paid version of Grammarly, shouldn't I? Yeah. Let's. Share if you want. Let's see. The articles this week are 5 strange celebrity hobbies. I'm actually pretty proud of that one. It was one of my favorites that I wrote. I have something about Putin. Then ending Let's see what else is coming up. I actually forgot what's coming up. Well, it's going to be released in about an hour, so. Woo. How about you? What's coming up on Medicated? Let's see. Post scheduled. Okay. 5 bizarre celebrity hobbies you won't believe. I challenge Putin to a no holds barred single elimination match. Our interview with Andrew Solberg. I had to end a valueless friendship. Oh yes, the valueless friendship. That one's a pretty funny one. I like that one. I don't know. I like all my stuff, but we'll see. That's good. Thanks. I'm enjoying it. This has been fun. Thanks. I did pick the best ones, so. We'll see. Oh, did I give a name? Oh, I don't know if I give a name to this writer yet. Let's see. One second. Ooh, that's a good point. Scheduled by Sean Arnold. Let's see. Give me names for an old, embittered reporter. Give me 10 fictional names for a fake, old, embittered reporter. Give me 10 fake names for an embittered reporter. Max Stormwood. I like that name. Max Stormwood. Good. Okay. Back! So how's the movement going? Stressful? I assume. Yeah. Always so much packing. Oh, welcome to the profession. Good old DoorDash. The great and noble profession of DoorDashing. I have done DoorDashing as well. Yeah. Don't you love, like, when people are mad that you want a tip at you? Like, when they get mad at you for denying things because there's no tip, and they're like, well, why would you do that? It's like, because I want money. I want guaranteed money instead of, like, being... I finally, like, lost my people over... I was maybe a little short with people occasionally. Yeah. You know what? I know, right? It's bullshit. It's just bullshit. You know what I found eventually is like I reject everything that isn't like 3 or 4 miles away from where my house. That way I don't have to spend a lot of money on stuff. Like I'm a total prick. I'm a total prick. I deny everything. Buy. Make sure I only. Yeah, right. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. And people are like, well. And people are like, well, wait, like I pick up my own food like now because I know how bullshit it is. Yeah, yeah, people are so fucking crazy with all this crap. Like they want you to drive across town for like $5. Exactly. You get you get very cynical very quickly about all this stuff. Yeah, exactly. People are like, well, you. I love the fact that tipping is considered like such this like terrible. You know what I love? I love that like so much of society is like based on, like being nice to workers, being nice to people is like we should treat like people who don't make as much money good. Until you have to directly interact with people who don't make as much money, and then it's like, well, fuck those people. They're not as good. They're not as good. I have to like, but theoretically, there like are poor people out there who need our help. But the poor people I deal with every day, fuck them. Fuck them for wanting a better life. And we're all hypocrites and stuff, but that's so like galling to me. It was so fucking galling to me when I was doing DoorDash. And it's like, well, I'm not giving it to. Well, then I'm not delivering. It's like, guess what? I don't work. I don't work for DoorDash officially. I'm not a yeah. I don't work for DoorDash officially, so I'm not a employee. So I'm behaving like like I get to behave. So I'm behaving like an independent contractor, and I can say no to a job if I don't want it. It'd be great if DoorDash were to employ me. I'd happy. But since I'm not doing that, I'm not doing it. That's how life fucking works, buddy. Since we're just, and the thing is, you people voted against that. You people voted against treating delivery drivers better. They voted against it. They constantly vote against any measure that would help protect people like that. So fuck off. Fuck off with your whining. Just accept it. They tried to get better. People tried to get better results. Tried to ask for better things, and they said no. You don't get that. So fuck off. Fuck off. This is the world you live in now. I'm on your side, DoorDash drivers. And then like the answer is always, well, why don't you unionize? And it's so fucking great that people who are like DoorDash, people are doing it because they can't get money, and it's like, well, they can't afford shit. You fucking losers. How? Okay, we have to apparently take down a couple of all of capitalism. Will you pay for us while we try and do that? Fucking pricks. Fucking pricks. Yeah, people can't afford shit. That is why they are doing this. I love it. The solution is always like, well, I guess you're just going to have to take down I guess you're just going to have to do the impossible. Well, why don't you just organize a whole nationwide union of people, spend years fighting a major corporation? Like, this will work, right? This will work. I just love it. I love it. I love the solution is, well, why don't you just take down capitalism? Fucking losers. And it's so coincidental. Like, apparently, the people who are really, Funk. Exactly. It's fucking ridiculous. Funk. If we get into it, like, and that fucking sucks. Yeah. And if you really want to get into it, like, I find it so galling that there are people out there who believe like the number one sucks on like life is like waiters and DoorDash drivers. Those are the real people who are money grubbing assholes out there. They're the ones who are really like grubbing for every single cent. Anyways. Yeah. Those high and mighty lords amongst us, the door. And like I am enjoying it. I like this stuff, this style. Also, it forces me to do stuff, which is good. I always need that in my life. I need like an outside force to get me to do things. So what are you writing today? I wonder who influenced you on that. I wonder who influenced you on that. Oh, I was gonna say Emmy. Well, Emmy's obsessed with that. Okay, let's see. Bookmarks. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's see. Japanese. Okay, horse. I once found an interesting article going into Japanese like structure of horror stories. How do you spell structure? There it is. Here it is. The skeletal. Yes, this is in fact the article I was looking for. The skeletal structure of Japanese horror fiction. Bada bing. Bada. Oh, wait. Let's see, I gotta go to actual YouTube. Okay, 1 second. Ah, here it is. Here we go. I was gonna look. Instead of having goals and sub-goals that carry on from the plot to the end of the beginning, the classical Japanese story grammar is defined by a series of actions and reactions that lead a character to a thematically significant resolution. Casually, rather than conflict, is the vehicle of this type of storytelling. These stories move based on character actions, or often actions outside of the control of character, and these motivations are often irrelevant or not elaborated on. Theorized to come from the traditional Buddhist value of eliminating worldly desires, which is very directly. They are unmotivated by goals, making them more classically good in a Buddhist sense. These are a simple reaction, or a complex action and reaction. The main character is an honest and kind person who happens to help a trapped animal. Following the event, many good things happen to him. The reaction then. A bad person, usually the good person, his neighbor, sees the good person's fortune and tries to get the same luck. Here it's a complex action. The introduction of another character has a strong motivating goal. Then the end result is the bad character will get his comeuppance and the good character will continue to be blissfully. It's a pretty interesting article. I don't know if it's 100%. You know, all of these story structure things always falter at some point. Yes. 1 second, I'm just stretching. Oh. So that may be a good place to start. Sorry. We should write a little bit, shouldn't we? How about we do a sprint? How about we do a sprint, like a 20-minute sprint? So I don't have as much of all my tips and like all my bells and whistles that I would have on Twitch as I would on here, but I can just set a clock. I can just do this. Starting on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See you in 20. Elves don't need to sleep a lot. It takes 2-3 hours for me to get a full night's sleep. I simply close my eyes, sit up, and meditate for a couple hours, and I'm there. Mentally and physically. Of course, if you're living in a human world, and I admit exclusively humans up to this point, it does mean you spend a lot more time alone, as humans really love to sleep for a long time. It's a nice feeling to have an entire world to yourself for just a brief second. I went out of her apartment and just wandered around, trying hard not to think of anything that mattered. She really had nothing in this place. No weapons, no food. The one and only thing she seemed to do was put up this poster of the scary Dracula man that she was talking about. And the couch. Yeah. Okay, A to Z. Buried treasure makes me think pirates. Baseball. Buried baseball treasure. Eveth mimetis. Buried baseball treasure makes me think. What you don't like? I'm pretty offended, I have to say. I am a sports memorabilia collector one of the greats in the world, recognized from everybody from Dandy Don Madley to Jeff, the guy who wears a baseball cap to cover up some really bad hair plugs. He's a hero. And recently, there have been accusations against me that my sports memorabilia and Don's sports memorabilia and expert penmanship classes is somehow fake. The implication is that I, Don, who is both an expert in sports memorabilia classes and penmanship, have been faking my pen stroke, faking autographs by just signing baseballs using my expertise in penmanship. And I would like very emphatically to state that that's a lie. Yes, I signed all of them, but in many ways I am but I sided as the people, expertly and with beauty. In fact, that baseball that I sold to an orphanage for $30,000, that takes one of my most prized collections, the baseball of Barry Bonds' 400th home run. Was it actually Barry Bonds who signed it, and was it his baseball, the baseball that was his 400th home run? Neither of those are in fact true. Like, realistically. Artistically, very much so. I think if you really look at it, I captured the fear, the anger, the anguish, and the ultimate relief that Barry Bonds finally did when he hit his 400th home run. A man or a woman looking at that thing could only come to one conclusion: that Don captured the true anguish and heartbreak that God went into Barry Bonds with his expert use of bees, his haunting clutch up of the wives, as clearly Barry Bonds must be thinking how proud he was of finally achieving this goal. And when we get to the B, the pain of guilt, as the B emphasizes that Barry Bonds knows that this came with steroids. It is an emotional journey through the majesty of letters and of signature. Barry Bonds may have not signed it, but Barry Bonds lived that signature. And I am offended for the art of penmanship and sports collecting, that is considered somehow less real than if I got Barry Bonds himself to sign it. Barry Bonds wouldn't know what to do with it. I know his life better than he knows his life. I watched him on television, read about him in newspapers. All Barry Bonds, the only connection that Barry Bonds ever had with his life is that he lived it. I interpreted it for him. And I did that for numerous famous baseball players throughout the world. I showed the pain that, and many other sports athletes. I have a Peyton Manning signed baseball that really goes, that when you look at it, you'll understand why the divorce happened. These people's lives are lived on television so that we may and I am hurt, I am offended And I am frankly flabbergasted that you people would doubt me in such an overt and public way. God bless you, and God bless America. Say, how many minutes do we have left? 10. Yeah, it works. Give me an improv suggestion. Give me a one-word improv suggestion. Whisper. Whisper, whisper. Whisper, whisper. Snapping. So many symphonic masterpieces. The legendary Give me 5 real names of real pro wrestlers. Give me 20 names of real pro wrestlers. The majesty and privilege of Aleister Black. Aleister Black, professional. Legendary snapper Aleister Black returns with his most daring snap yet. The album The Whisper Snap . Legendary snapper Aleister White releases a new album. Legendary snapper Aleister White is announced today that he will be releasing a new album of all different types of snaps, especially innovating his new and most beautiful creation, the Whisper Snap. A snap so silent and evocative that many people can't even hear it. Marv and gaze as each of these 10-minute tracks takes you through a cornucopia of snaps from around the world, from the legendary Whisper Snap to the light-hearted and joyful Valentine's Snap, as Alistair White, our greatest living snapper, once again entrenches us with his unique take on the world around him. It's okay. Grease pub in paradise. Okay, that's 20 minutes. How did we all do? How did we all do today? Good, I hope. Fantabulous. Fantabulous. Hope everybody's having a good time. And remember, anybody who's here, to like the stream. Let's see. Oh, yeah, okay. I wrote 2 new articles. One is better than the other. That was 20 minutes. Take your 5 extra minutes. That was 20 whole minutes. Take 5 extra minutes. You deserve it. Back to reality. Oop, there goes gravity. Oop. Oop, there goes gravity. Oop, there. You did? That's awesome. Tell me what you did. You did it all? That rules. That rules. See? The drinking did do something. Also, don't drink too much. Well, as long as you get something done, that's all that counts. Right? 2 other people that are in this room? Right? Yeah. Well, the editing is what always takes the longest. Right. We shall see how effective that is. Something like that. OMG. Tell me OMG what? I want to hear. Oh, there it is. Yeah, oh, it must be out. It must be out. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's past 5. Yeah. One second. Okay. Aha, there it is. 5 bizarre celebrity hobbies you won't believe. Which is 100% sincere. And I'm not. It's not a trick whatsoever. I don't like to trick people in reading weird stuff. You got to do it. I'm just looking at it now. It is posted, guys. It is posted. I hope people read it. Or not, that's fine. What does everybody else think? Yeah, it takes a pretty dramatic shift, doesn't it? No, why didn't that one pop up? It takes a one second. Okay. Sure. Okay, that's weird. Giants. Did you like it? Thank you. I'm sure we all learned about fun celebrity hobbies. And not. Yeah. It's fun to have people actually read your stuff. When I was doing this on my old website, nobody read my things. It was very sad. Should probably post this. Wow. Stack. Yeah. You love how old I am? That I put Julia Roberts and Rick Springfield into the list. Well, you're not allowed to have. Go get water. What? There we go. There we go. Cows, like, they're pretty, like, yeah, wild, right? Yeah. But did you read the body of it? Because a little bit, the body of, explaining it is a little bit. Let's see, what was number 3? Tom Holland loves Lego. At the time, I was in West Virginia, and a man with an axe had been threatening to chop my head off. He had been a scab for the coal mines. I was there covering the strike. The man was a burly bastard, and he had stupendous size. I respected him for that, even though he was trying to kill me. I'll never forgive Richard Nixon for dragging us down into the muck of neo-serfdom. And something with Tom Holland. The basic premise was I was trying to, like, I thought it would be funny is, like, what if, like, a guy like Hunter S. Thompson wrote top 5 lists. Anyways. That's what I'm trying to do. My main audience are drunks. That's who I want to. That's who I want to. Listen, if I can get the Adult Swim audience of people who are high, I'll be happy. High and or drunk. I'll be happy with that. That's the audience. There it is. Love cutting. Well, I'm glad you like them. You know, Frank, I did this for like 3 years. I wrote my website for. I tried to get that off going for 3 years. Nobody ever interacted with it. Nobody ever talked about it. I got hits every once in a while, but nobody ever talked. You know, so it's nice that some people are talking to me. You know, your friendship means so much to me, Frank. You have no idea. Let's see. Oh, okay, 2 views. I mean, it's only been published for about 29 minutes. We'll see. Mm-hmm. Go get some water. No? I'm just looking at all the, people. Let's see. Let's go to world map. What? No. Not that I couldn't tell at all. You know what's funny? I'm pretty sure I know who everybody is on this map. I know who's in Malaysia. I know who's in Japan. I know most of the people in the US. I know the one person in Canada. Who's in England? I think I know who's in England. I know who's in Australia. That's so funny. Yeah. Did it? It hit hard. Boom chakalaka. It hit hard. It always hits hard. Ugh. Yeah, Twitch is the superior platform in a lot of ways, at least. I don't know. But we're trying to expand just a little bit to new platforms, talk to new people. I know somebody who has gone over to Kick, which is a terrifying prospect. Normally, I would invite, say, if you want to get on, but oh, thank you. Did somebody like it? But I know what it's like to be this drunk, and I think I'm going to do you a favor and not have you come on. A lot of lives have been ruined by getting on stream drunk. A lot of lives. So, have we, well, counting this stream and the Twitch stream I did, I've been streaming for about 6 hours. probably realistically a decent time to end this. If you're watching this back later or something, I don't know. Including all the people that were lurking. I'm nice. I get it. Feel free to follow. We're gonna wait for Funk's messages to get through because they are apparently quite lagged. I'll give some time. Okay. I'm getting quite tired, everybody. I think I'm going to call it here. Have a good night, everybody. I am going to keep trying to do more stuff on YouTube because... Alright, well, 5 people are here right now. I don't want to end it when people are just coming in. Do people want to hang out? Talk? Subscribe to my newsletter. I want to... No? Okay. I'll see you all later. People. If you like this stream, give it a like. Okay. Let me promote my thing, and then I'll go away. Okay. Here's my thing. I appreciate a like. I appreciate a follow on that. Don't have to, but I am going to promote it for a while because it's my main thing nowadays. Okay. Bye, everybody.